with B-Team Bob and his buddy that we're kind of calling Chef John now, who's been doing some of the cooking videos with us. So gonna be undercover, probably busting B-Team's chops a little bit and seeing how he does things maybe a little different than I do, maybe giving him a little bit of stuff for it. Stay tuned. There he is, B-Team Bob. What could you say this morning? What did you make of the situation?
Well, it's a beautiful day. It'll be nice if there's a lot of quiet in the boat, but with Ross in the boat, I don't think that's going to happen.
Do you really want quiet? Do you want cool, calm, and collected, or do you want chaos?
Chaos from the fish, but not Ross.
So we've got something we don't normally have out here. We've got some ice. It is so calm. We've actually got skim ice. So a big part of this in the super cold water, we're just above freezing. You obviously saw that skim ice is actually just getting out there and marking fish. So running at speed. If you haven't watched our videos at marking at speed, please do so, because you gotta cover water. You're gonna go slow. I'm assuming we're gonna probably start around here about a mile an hour. That typically is kind of the benchmark when it's this cold. Bob, are we out here pulling some crankbaits? I mean, is this like open water ice fishing? I mean, you realize there's probably gonna be a little bit of a rash of crap coming here to you, right?
A little bit?
Just, well, I feel like we're gonna let these people see a different way of doing some things. It may be the right way, the wrong way. Time will determine that a little bit. You know, in some of the videos I have to step in, but I'm really just enjoying the beanbag and kind of sitting back and probably gonna tell you guys with older eyes, you know, when there's a fish on, if we get any.
It's just, right now we're just getting line set. You know, we just got set up. We're gonna work our way back to where we saw some bait fish down there. And so we just got, you know, starting out trying to cover the water column, see where these fish are gonna be active.
So occasionally we do actually, in the past, we've had fish when we're basically open water ice fishing. The surface temp is just above freezing. Normally like to key in on the shad or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure most of them are shad that are near the bottom, even though a lot of those bites will actually come up higher, right?
Yeah, so wherever we're gonna just find out where they want that, that bait. You know, we're gonna be above the bait fish that are down there, but we're starting, you know, just stacking the water column with baits so we figure out what it is they want.
Some snap weights, some not, but a rash of shit regardless. So Bob, what is your procedure? Because you know that in my boat we have procedures, and I feel like yours is gonna be different than mine. Are you guys just gonna like let that one hang, or are you gonna reel it in, or how are we gonna do that?
We're gonna go ahead and release this board.
That's a hard release.
Well, maybe we're not gonna release it. We'll let it
We're gonna go
right
big boat salmon style, let her clear around.
Yep. Once it gets to a point, then we'll bring it up. This one is snap weighted, so we'll have to work on that, but right now I'm gonna keep this out of the way. Nice steady retrieve.
We don't allow rod pumping, do we? There's a dirty joke there.
No pumping.
No pumping.
No, not bass
Pumping
fishing.
bad.
That's where you lose a lot of fish. All right, coming up to you. First guy of the day, so always nice to see these walleyes. Thanks for your support.
So we literally have only been going a couple minutes, and I'd love to give Bob a rash of crap. We've got two fish. We've got one on the inside here. It seems like some of the deeper lines are going, but the thing I always kind of like to look at is a look at the graph, and we've got tons of shad. So even though we're fishing way above the shad, if you're not around them, you just don't seem to get bit when it's really cold like this.
There is. Yep. Right.
So it's too early to tell, but the deep rods so far are kind of doing the work. We've got another one on a little higher rod there. It's always good to pay attention, have your head on a swivel. We've got one on the starboard that's really pulling, seems to be one of the better bites so far, but 3 fish in short order. Bob, you might not be fired.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you'll take that back before the end of the day.
Really the key to this is marking them at speed. We got a lot of water out here. As you can see, there's no boats around us.
Oh, shoot. We got, love me 2 times over on that side.
Yeah, we got 3 that went on the old starboard side, but here we go. Not a giant.
Never met one I didn't like, though.
Oh, Bob, you can't use my own lines against me. Bob, show me here what we're doing, because you're releasing these boards to make this a little easier.
Right, so I'm going to grab the line here, put about 4 or 5 twists in there, grab the orange clip it right at the end of the loop. I make sure I've got some slack in here, because I want this clip to be straight out. If you get them too tight, then it's going to change the way that board pulls in the water, and then you can't really tell what's going on when it's misaligned like that.
And so that clip has no pin in it, so that we can just pull that out.
Right, we'll just snap that out.
So it was a little slow there. We made a move. All our shad left. So do you want to tell us, aside from the insults, I had to tell you there was a fish on your side, but could you help clue us in here a little bit? What happened?
No.
Apparently not.
No.
He doesn't even know what happened. So I'll inform you guys in the comments. John, what do we got the same thing going here, just another fish. But are we a schmedium, like Bob's t-shirts, or decent size, or what are we thinking?
Yeah, I believe it's, as you would categorize it, a schmedium.
A schmedium?
Medium to small, it's not real big.
It's a Wisconsin wall hanger is what he's saying, folks. Something we'd pray for in July. I don't know, I think it's a little better than you think, to be honest with you.
Well, I think you might be right here. She's doing some bobbing and weaving.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. We're gonna choke up.
Oh, she ate the whole thing.
Bob got a little squirrely there with the autopilot, and we caught a fish. So honestly, when the boat kind of slows down a little bit, turning, you know, speeds up, slows one down, especially when you're got weights on, it's going to change that depth, change that action. Nice and flat calm, maybe get you a few extra bites, like that one. So, you know, you can see we're tripping our boards. I probably in my boat wouldn't be doing it, but when they're deep like this, you can kind of get away with a little bit more. But when you're going slow, you just don't have as much for the fish to pull out. But when you're deep, it is definitely more of a little bit of a trouble. You can see this one's pulling out pretty good. But one of the things I see guys do when you do have your boards tripped to release is they go crazy with it. All you need to do is just kind of like that and just hit the rod butt. You can see she's going right around. Then the next mistake some guys make is they want to start cranking right quick and get tight on them. Just want to give it a second or so to spin around, clear out from that other stuff, and then reel them in just like normal. So, you know, one of the things that we always preach about is kind of efficiency here, and having everybody working together and communicating really makes a big difference. And also trying to get these other lines out while we've got things going, having extra nets, all those little things make a big difference, so we can keep lines in when they're biting, because I assure you they don't always bite non-stop like they are right now.
All right, John's bringing one in on that's already on the port side. We're trying to get another line out on the port side, so I'm just free spooling this one, letting it go straight back. want to get behind his board, and then I'll go ahead and engage it and let it be on the outside. We're just trying to keep these lines in the water as much as possible.
So it's really important to remember what you have on the lines, because if we got a snap weight on there, you couldn't do it so quickly as he's doing it, or maybe even at all.
Right, just because the snap weights, we would not be doing this because that just is too hard to handle with that. I think it's going to be a little bigger than you think.
I think you might be right.
He was pulling back pretty good, so, oh yeah. There, we got one on the outside. Nice fish, man.
Move this.
Bob, what do old people
right.
eat? What do they, what?
Soft foods.
Well, egg salad.
All soft foods.
Egg salad.
Sean, what's that, all soft foods?
All soft foods.
Is that because, is there dentures involved? Or what's
Absolutely.
I see a sponsorship involvement here. So Bob, when the board goes under, is this, you know, talk to me.
That's a pretty good sign that,
There's something going on?
yes. Oh,
Steely?
that could be, yeah, that could be it.
I saw the board come up, and I saw a little breach.
Yeah.
Steelhead.
Steely Dan, mate.
So fishing many moons ago, probably 20 plus years ago, when we were fishing old Gary Roach, and we got a steelhead on our outside board, and he's like, oh, that's great. And then when it took like 7 lines out, you know, is that what we're thinking about right now? Is,
Well, when these guys, of course, the advantage right now is that the water's cold, but in the summertime, these things can wreak havoc and take all your lines out. So my key is do what you can to get them in the boat as fast as you can. But like 3 years ago, I had a 30-incher right out in this area, but he didn't really, was pretty lethargic. Steely Dan action. Or bonus action.
well, Lake Erie steelhead, back she goes.
Steely Dan.
So here we are with the grumpy old man fishing team. We came out, both of them, yeah. Some might say three. Three's company here. Long story short, the big deal is you watch all these, you know, fish getting caught and things like that, but it really starts before that and the stuff that we've kind of showed you. But if you watch some of the other videos, like the high-speed marking, really setting up on the fish, especially when you're going at times barely a mile an hour, if that really makes a difference, because you can't basically troll yourself into fish. You're fishing really small areas, and then you're picking up and moving as they move, or as you just don't get the bites. So tiny little areas, little things, make sure you just slow down. Boat control is extra critical at this time of year, and just be glad it's all bonuses, like Chef John said, because normally we would either be ice fishing or just stuck not being able to do either one. B team, is there anything that you'd like to add to this?
Well, just
Okay, that's enough. We're good.
Okay.